6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 204 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the number 6 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, Thiago Marreta Santos. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 23 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Warsaw, Poland, presenting the number 4 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, Jan Blachowicz.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You're gonna keep it clean. Touch gloves and let's do it.
Here it is, the main event of the evening. First event here in the Czech Republic, in Prague. Thiago Santos against Jan Blachowicz. The number 4 ranked versus the number 6 ranked in the light heavyweight division. Touch of gloves. Blachowicz in the red, Santos in the black. Watch out for the fast-paced start of Thiago Santos.
Looking for the body kick early. No surprise there. Nice jab from Jan.
Blachowicz's jab is a God-given gift, he has told me in the past.
Not if you're his opponent. Switching stance from Jan here. I wonder if he's trying to take away the option of the big body kick. You see, switches back to orthodox and Santos looks to throw it. Maybe a part of the plan is to stand southpaw half of the time to take away that attack from Santos.
We are set for a maximum 5-minute rounds in the light heavyweight division, but not a lot of people think we're going to need it. 10 knockouts for Santos. Jan Blachowicz comes in running a very tidy 4-fight win streak. That was lit after he went back to his former coach, Robert Yachts. They simplified things, gone back to really feeling and understanding what worked for them to get them here.
As I'm watching this, John, I'm thinking to myself, this is very, very disciplined from Jan, and I can see him doing this for 25 minutes and not overextending himself. Whereas Thiago Santos, I am literally on the edge of my seat waiting for him to start his forward sprint.
Everyone should be on the edge of their seat. Santos
exchanged and blocked.
Very dangerous with kicks, punches, even going backwards, as it would seem.
And there's the spinning kick he showed Jan for a moment there. Same one he caught Jack Marshman with.
And of course, a capoeira background, as evidenced by his media day workouts. He is able to do things that not a lot of other athletes are.
Good low kick there from Santos.
Santos training with some of the very best over at American Top Team ahead of this fight. He said, I hope Blachowicz is prepared to feel pain. It's quite a chilling comment.
It is.
Probably doesn't sound great coming out of my voice.
You're going to need more than pain to get Blachowicz out of there, though. You've got to catch him with something clean or be technically better.
I went out and watched Jan Blachowicz in Zakopane at the Olympic Training Centre. Got to see how those guys do work, and they have a very strong mat.
Another good low kick there from Santos.
Blachowicz was climbing mountains 8 out of 10 days in the ski resort, so to prepare his body for 25 minutes.
That was a good right hand over the top there from Santos. Jan slowly starting to edge forward. Now I'm starting to wonder whether his game plan is maybe to stand a little too close to Santos. Make him feel like he's smothered before he throws the kick.
Yeah, he's almost treading on his toes here.
Some marking under the eye of Santos from one of the jabs of Jan Błachowicz.
So Dan, the advantage of being so close, you can't generate the power, you can't get the wind-up, and I guess also the spinning stuff that opens up the takedown.
Absolutely that. Absolutely that. Especially when you don't throw. Oh, it's a big left hook. Jan took it well. Some fighters are very good at throwing and tight range with kicks, but Santos is not one of those guys. He needs a big wind-up. And you know when he's coming, you know when he's going to throw the kick. It doesn't even matter often.
Jan licking his lips, that nervous energy drying his mouth out, I would imagine.
Oh, caught with a body kick there. This is good for Jan. Does he get his hands together here? Does he finish this with a takedown?
Nicely done by Santos, pummels in. Oh, huge right hand on the exit, just past the whiskers of Błachowicz.
Throwing hammers, as we expected.
Sledgehammers, not little claw hammers, nothing like that. Big old sledgehammers. Under 30 seconds left in this opening round. It would seem that Santos is sticking to a more measured strategy, something that he didn't do when he fought Jimmy Manuwa, and chaos ensued.
Jan does so well when he's moving backwards, when he's countering as someone's moving onto him.
Last few seconds here in this round. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Senta, respira, ó.
Okay, sit down, breathe, let's go. Let's breathe.
Only first round, Dan.
Yeah, really good action. Santos throwing the power that we expected. A couple of really nice low kicks, a nice overhand right as well, and he landed a left hook. He certainly got Jan's attention in that first round.
Błachowicz patiently awaits Santos to be towed down. Herb Dean stands between the two fighters, ready to kick off round number 2. Touch of glove, straight back into it. Cries of Yannick ringing around the O2 arena, and that seems to be one of the choice weapons tonight, Dan, that stomp.
It does, and what I'm noticing is he's going from the stomp to feinting a body kick, and Jan's hands are coming down to block a body kick, which is what we saw against Steve Bosse. He sells the body kick to set up the high kick. Now adding that lead leg chop in, the oblique kick to the thigh. I mean, Jan's doing a great job of keeping his knee bent, so he's not allowing the kick to hyperextend his knee. But it certainly slows down your forward pressure and gives you something else to think about if you're already expecting kicks.
Yeah, absolutely. Błachowicz was readying himself with some of the Olympic boxing team members from Poland. Some very big, scary heavyweight dudes I saw him doing rounds with.
Far more respectful than from Thiago Santos than what we were expecting. That was a nice body kick from Jan.
Exchanging kicks.
I mean, we've got a whole first round without seeing Thiago Santos dig his toes in and start sprinting forward. It clearly knows the gravity of this situation, of the opponent he has in front of him, and what can be gained with a victory.
We've spoken about it on Inside the Octagon show, Dan. Sometimes just the threat is enough.
It is.
And we all know that sprint, as you explained, the nitrous oxide that fuels Thiago Santos is there.
It is, and it's certainly keeping Jan calm in these first couple of rounds. I mean, Jan's certainly not backing up and allowing Thiago to dictate the fight, but at the same time, I feel like Jan's setting himself up for a good 3 rounds, moving into the main event rounds, the championship rounds.
Yes, he told me that he believes if this does go past the 3rd round, then they are his for the taking. But that was assuming that Santos spent all of his energy early, which he hasn't done.
No. You can still see him kind of winding up, though. Maybe he's cautious of the check punches of Yannick. He does such a good job of moving backwards, but catching people with hooks and uppercuts as they run forward.
Oh, nice combination. Right hand, left kick to the body. And that is a notable point, isn't it, Dan, that Błachowicz does very well going backwards.
He does.
And not all of the opponents that Santos has faced can say the same.
No. But you know, oftentimes when you do sprint forward, when you do have that that crazy I mean, look how even they are with significant strikes, 23 apiece. When you do have that aggressive forward momentum that Santos does, you know, it does leave you open if you've got a sharp counter puncher. He's not met one of them yet in his UFC career, but it seems like he's giving Yannick the respect as if he is one. Spinning kick attempted.
I love the way that Santos is so well balanced with those attacks as well. Oh, nice attempts there from Blachowicz, but Santos very cute to it.
Yannick switching stances, offering different looks to Santos, pushes forward with a jab. Good low kick, checked by Yan.
You feel with Santos that he's like an archer that has got his bow at full tension, just ready to release.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look how much he overswings when he misses that left hook. That's 2 times in a row now.
Yeah.
Almost turned himself 360.
Do you think there's a chance that Santos might get a little impatient because this isn't how he wins a lot of his fights?
There is a possibility of that, but I think that plays into Yan's game, which is why he's not why he's not employing those crazy rushes, at least early on.
Oof.
Good body kick again from Yan.
Oh, it's just some serious bone-on-bone violence here in our main event.
This is the kind of pace that Yan wants in this fight. Absolutely. I'm sure he was expecting a far more ferocious Santos in the first 10 minutes of the fight. Good footwork again. Yan moves off. Santos falls short. Throws a high kick, blocked by Santos.
Last 10 seconds of this round. We're staying with the action here in Prague.
Okay, I'm putting the water in your hand. Come on.
So here we go with the oblique kicks from Thiago to the lead leg, trying to chop into that lead leg. Exchanges of kicks all the way through that round as well. Low kicks, body kicks. Jan's starting to land a few punches on the end of his kicks, but right at the end of the round we got Santos showing a little of that capoeira flair. Fortunately, Yan was prepared and covered for it.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. I quite enjoyed Jan's little stare at the end after that. Wonderful wheel kick was thrown, that capoeira style from Thiago Santos.
He's having a good time, and I'm sure he feels much more like his game plan is coming to fruition now. We're moving into the 3rd round.
It's so tight, 28 apiece in significant strikes. So then we've got to start considering the other areas of the new rules of aggression and octagon control. Yan seems to be pressing forward quite a bit and has done through the rounds. Oh, but he gets caught there!
Shot from Santos!
Marreta with the sledgehammer.
Santos is covering this flurry. None of these shots are getting through. Oh.
That's it!
Wow.
The sledgehammer upsets here in Prague.
Wow, what a finish from Santos.
What a finish and what a story.
Very impressive. Beautiful shot on the way in.
3rd appearance at light heavyweight. 3rd victory. Could this man be competing for the title soon?
Very interesting there. Yan maybe a little too relaxed in the early goings of that 3rd round. Move forward on Santos. We cannot underestimate the power that this man has in every single thing that he throws. Both hands, both feet, both knees, we've seen power.
He's just so explosive.
He is. Let's take a look at this. Yan charging forward recklessly. Straight onto a right hook, left hand. And Yan covers. He turns into his opponent. Here it is again. Counter right hook, left hand as Yan moves forward. His body weight carried him onto the punch to almost double the power that he was receiving from the punch.
Dan, it's almost like they swap shorts.
Yeah.
That's what Thiago Santos does, and that's what we were thinking that Jan Blachowicz was going to do to him.
Maybe it was because we were moving into the third round and Jan started to think now it's my time to start pushing my game forward. That could be it. Look at the reaction from the coaches. Conan Silveira there.
Absolute elation there, and tears.